How's it going, guys? Couple things. Lazy day. I want to show you guys this door and explain to you what I did to it, because I did it without you guys, so I apologize. But you remember how bad she was. So if you look, it's nice and clean here, and there's the lip all the way across, you know. So this is what I did. We'll explain that, and then we'll get on to the rocker thing. Yeah. So what I did was, I used a wire wheel, you know, the ones that are twisted really tight, and you know, it'll chew through anything that's bad. So I wired wheeled the whole thing all the way across, and then I used this 3M thing I keep bragging about. It's for removing paint and shit like that, and surface rust. So I went through with the wire wheel, and then I went with that to clean up what the wheel wouldn't do, and then I converted it with rust stuff. Left it overnight. I grabbed a toothbrush and I just scrubbed it right into, you know, tried to get into the little overlap here and that. So then the next day I repeated it, wire wheel, and then the nylon 3M wheel there. Cleaned it up really good, you know what I mean? And then I grabbed fiberglass, and from one end to the other end, I used a putty knife, and I just put it on, and then I used 36 grit to take it down, and then I went to 80 grit. And then after that was all done, I had no more edge, no more lip, inner lip, because I went from top to all the way down to the bottom. So the original lip is fiberglassed over. So to make the lip, that you know, the inner lip here look like it's belongs there, I just grabbed tape, and what I did was, I actually should have done it with you guys, but I didn't. So I just went where the original lip is, and then to the other one, and I just didn't bother looking anywhere else, because there was nothing in the center to even go by. So I put that tape on, and then I grabbed duct tape, pulled off a nice big piece, ripped it in half, and I put one layer of duct tape onto this, and then I did it again with duct tape, so it left me a good size thing. And then I just grabbed fiberglass again with a putty knife, did a really tight lick, and then the second swipe, I just for material reason, to have the material sitting there, 80 grit, that's all. I just sanded it down with 80 grit with a small little block. You can see I got 36, this is 36 on one side and then 80 on this side. So I just went like this a few times, and then took off the tape, and then I wanted to finish the inside, so I put the tape on this here so I wouldn't do no damage to it. I finished this with 180 or 120, sorry, and then I primed it. So that's how I got the lip on that. Got the lip on. So there's not, like, I wouldn't do this if there was actually something wrong, but I mean, the outer skin that rolled around and inside there was nothing wrong with it. The lip was all there, like the edge was all there, so it wasn't missing or nothing. So then I go to the other side, it's the same thing, and then in between I was doing other stuff. So, and you know, I mean, there you are again, exact same thing and that. So that's what I did. So, you know, when I'm done, there's a nice little plug there, pop that out, soak that snot of the inside, and that thing will last 2 years, if not, you know. It's up to the owner after that. You know, you do all this work here. You fix rockers, the inner rockers, the outer rockers, the sill plate. You fix all that stuff, right? Okay, your job's done. Now it's the owner's job to take care of it. Don't come back in a year and sit there and say, well, you know, if it was in a month or something like that, I say, yeah, you know what I mean? But not when it's, you know, a year later and you don't go and get it oil guarded. I mean, there's lots of places that, lots of towns, lots of cities got oil guard places, you know what I mean? I forget, I don't know what it is now. It's probably, what, $100 and something every time. I say go twice a year because I used to work at one down in Kitchener, Ontario. Kitchener, Waterloo. I worked at a rust place, and I had to drill all these plugs, and we took down the visors, the head visors things, shoved the wand in there, did all that. And but that's what saves your vehicle. So all this brand new stuff that's here now, brand new. I'm going to put some rust paint on the inside. I'm going to put some rust paint on the inside of the rocker. Rust paint underneath. And I'm going to probably gravel guard underneath. And it's up to the owner after that to take care of it. Because, you know what I mean? We're just saving something. That's, you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? If these vehicles were made to last, we wouldn't have none of this problem with rust. You know what I mean? So a repair like this, you know what I mean? Like this here, if he takes care of it, shit, he'll get quite a bit of years out of it. You know what I mean? As long as I have everything sealed up and good to go with seam sealer and all that, that's how easy it is. Okay, next thing. So, I'm really not up to too much today. Okay, so I got these little slots here. And I need to get it onto this inner or outer rocker, sorry. And so what I did was I grabbed a piece of tape, ran it across, but what I did was when I put the tape on, I ran it on the edge all the way across, past where this guy is. I put another piece of tape on. I took the rocker, I slid it back in place, I grabbed the pencil, and I made exactly the size of the rocker. Took the rocker off. There goes my drill. Almost. How many times I've dropped this thing from a ladder? I'm surprised it's still kicking around. Okay, so after that, and then I turn around, take the rocker off, and I grab a pencil, and I traced out these little circles. And then after that, I peeled I cut whatever tape I didn't want. I followed the pencil line, and I got this now. So now I got, there's one there, there. I think that's one. No. Yeah, that's one. Anyway, so now I got to do is, I got this where I want it now. I turn around and drill the corners out with, you know, the closest size, which would be this guy here, which is impossible to see. 7, or no, a quarter. It's 1/4. It's a quarter. 1/4. So, of course, I'll start off with a smaller, sharper, brand new bit. Drill through, get those, and then take my tape. You know what I mean? I'll punch every corner, and then take the tape off. And I got the hole there, and it's for the sill plate. So, you know what I mean? And then, and that's what these things are for. They sit in here, and they're really big, but that's because, you know what I mean, there's shifting involved with it. So yeah, that's what it is. So So it's like, I really need these holes, man. And I actually I'm not gonna put it underneath, but I actually snapped this thing inside. And I almost considered welding it that way. But we're gonna go this way here. And call it good. So yeah, so that's good. So now, you know what I mean? Now I know where those are gonna be. And there we go. But I really can't see me doing, because I gotta help Brenda and Nathan out for a bit. So, and like I said, it was a lazy day. And so, but there's a little update. I don't know, maybe we can drill those holes, I don't know. That Ranchero, Steve came over today and gave me a paint code, which is for a 1974 Nova. It's medium dark gray or green with a lot of metallic. So the plan is, I don't even know if I should tell you guys this, because it's not really my car. So they're just gonna put base on the car, and then no clear or nothing. So every time they want to fix a little section, they can fix it, prime it, and put more base on it. And that, so I think it was like, I don't know, like just under like $47 something for a quart, which will give you 2 quarts, because it's 1-to-1 mixing ratio. So, but that's the plan. And so I need to empty off that trailer, because I got some stuff to move around. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. Ciao.